Hey everyone, it's Deb. How are you? I am here with a project share. It is cards. It is Stampin' Up. And I did these yesterday and I was going to video them yesterday. And then I had sort of a household emergency, as in my well pump stopped working. And I had a plumber here for 3 hours and it's still not working. But they're coming back between 8 and 8:30 with two guys. Anyway, long story. It's so frustrating because I basically had the entire pump replaced about a year and a half ago. The line, the pump, everything. So, yeah, I'm really upset about this. So the same people are coming out because, if they did something, I don't know. I don't know. They think maybe there's a clog in the line. So we'll see. So, off to a better, happier start. The sun is out, and my lawn needs to be mowed and my edging needs to be done, which is on the agenda. It was on the agenda for last night, but since they were here till after 7, and it starts getting dark now earlier, it's like dark by 7:40 or something. I really didn't have time after they left, nor the mental ability to get myself out the door to do anything. So today I have to at least get the edging done, at least, before the next rain comes. Okay, starting over. Hi, this is Deb. I'm here with a project share. It is some cards. I used the Stampin' Up! Dandelion Wishes, and I used this stamp here, and this stamp here, and this Sending Well Wishes Your Way. And I made 2 cards, and I might make another 1 or 2 today before I put the set and the stuff away. So this was my first attempt. I had this piece of Whisper White, and I thought, oh, that'll fit on a card base nicely. But I did a mistake. I embossed first. So yes, I used the Stampin' Up! Silver embossing powder. I wanted to use silver. First of all, I thought I had the white from Stampin' Up! And apparently I don't, or I don't know what I do with it. So I used the silver, which is fine. It's a different twist. But what I did is I didn't do the background first. So I tried to watercolor it and blend it after I embossed, and I wasn't liking that. So I put that aside. And then I tried it again. This time I used 3 colors. And these were out of the, so I apologize right up front, but these were out of the set that I kept saying was only available to August 31st and is gone now. And that is watercolor set 2, but it's Night of Navy, Gorgeous Grape, and Balmy Blue is what I used. I started with Balmy Blue, which is what this is, just the Balmy Blue. And then I wanted some more color to it, so I put in some Night of Navy and some Gorgeous Grape. And I did use the blender pen to blend it out. And what I did is I put the Balmy Blue down, then I blended it. Then I let it dry. I used the heat tool and let it dry. Then I put the Night of Navy and the Gorgeous Grape, and I blended it, and then I went and dried it again, and then I went back and added a little more Balmy Blue, and I think it turned out really pretty. You still see some streaking, but it is a little, more blended. I don't have the watercolor paper yet. I thought I had some non-Stampin' Up, but I don't know where it is right now. Until I get this room cleaned up, I really don't know. So I had that on a white strip, and then I decided it needed to pop, so I put it on Night of Navy. This is an extra strip of Night of Navy, so this is a whole panel of Night of Navy. Then this is on top of it. Oh, and then, I embossed, I used, I used my Embossing Buddy before I did the inking. Then I used the Versamark. Then I put the silver, and I used coffee filters, the silver embossing powder, and then tapped it off, got more, stuff back in my jar. Used a little paintbrush to get any little extra that maybe shouldn't have still been on there. And then I used my Wagner heat embossing tool, and I did let it get hot before I used it. And then I thought, well, I'm just going to use the gray background, which is, did I put it away already? I think I put it away, but I think it's, No, it is. I didn't. It's Smoky Slate, guys. Smoky Slate is the gray I use. I need to put this piece back in. I keep my big scraps in with my regular paper because I don't have that much in paper yet, and I actually need to order a couple more colors, more of certain colors. I stamped this one time with Night of Navy, this, and it worked beautifully, and I did not use my Stamparatus for that, or for this, and this worked beautifully too. And so that's it for the front. I kept it pretty simple. And oh, I did pop this up on Dimensionals. And then on the inside, I had another strip of the Whisper White, and I just stamped one time with Night of Navy the little wispy things, like they blew from here to the inside. And I was thinking I should have done them in silver, but I think it looks nice in the navy. And then I just put a navy band across the bottom. So I think that came out cute. And then I thought, well, that one was more for a man. So, manly colors, anyway. Although I like the blue. So I wanted to do a pinky one. This pink is the, one second, Blushing Bride. And I thought it was more pinky pink, but it looks more, well, I guess it is. It looks, has more of a peachy to it. I don't know. And I like it, but I thought it was more pinky. Oops. So I also used the Blushing Bride ink. Now on here I did put this on the Stamparatus, and I did it about 3 times because it's a lighter color and I wanted to make sure I had some depth of color, especially since it was going on the gray. I wanted it to show up. And the background I used blenders. And I started with powder pink, and I added just a little bit of Highland Heather, and I didn't put too much on because that was pretty dark, but I wanted to look a little, have a little depth to it again. And then Blushing Bride, and I just put them all over the white before I did the embossing. So then I did use a little pink strip of Blushing Bride, but it needed to be broken up a little bit. So I put on some of the white, Whisper White polka dot ribbon. It's the, what's it called? It's just called Whisper White, I don't know, oh, polka dot tulle ribbon. It's 5/8 inch wide. So I used that across here over top this strip, and then I put this up on Dimensionals, and I think that came out cute. And then on the inside the same thing. I just used the white with the wispy little things and a little strip of Blushing Bride. So those are my 2 card shares. I hope that you like them. I think I may do another one yet. I don't know. I don't have much time before the plumbers come back, and I kind of want to get this loaded, but that's it. And I hope the walkthrough, I was going to try and do another one with you, but I don't think I have time to do that today. So sorry about that. People have asked me to do more tutorials, but you know, this is why I don't do too many live tutorials, because I goof stuff up and then I have to rethink it and then do it, and it takes a while. I'm a slow crafter, and I'm still learning a lot of stuff, so it's hard for me to do tutorials as though I'm an expert when I'm not. But I will plan on doing some card and other tutorials, jewelry, in the fairly near future. Having a cup of coffee, which luckily I already had some made. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace. I hope you have a great Wednesday and rest of your week. Bye for now.